God! They can't count? Isn't there like a race joke with math or something in here? They don't understand. I'm ulting all time! Fuck! I don't understand this fucking game. Why does my ult just not go through anymore? It's bugged, man.
What's up, everybody? I've got a video here about Neace and some of the stuff he's been doing. He just made a video insulting Koreans, their region, the people in it, and yeah, it's pretty contradictory to some of what he said, but in the past, he's calling them really bad at the game, cringe, and this comes when he's always complaining about how hard the region is, how skilled everyone is, so it's a bit interesting, but yeah, he says some crazy stuff in this. I've also got some other stuff I'm going to go over, so let's get into it. Okay, but before I get into the Korean video, Neace has really been coping a little bit, and more than a little bit, and this is an example of him. Again, I've showed multiple clips of him denying his Trendemir ult not working. He does this all the time, but this is one of the times where he goes, I mean, I hate to say it, but he goes completely ballistic. Like, you're gonna have to see for yourself. I might put a little snippet of it in the intro, but yeah, just watch how insane this man goes, because he doesn't press ult in time, and this is not the only time he thinks the game's glitching and that it's out to get him, but let's see what happens. Okay, so he's pushing the wave in here, and look, Wukong comes. He just tanks the turret. Okay, he dies.
I'm ulting all time! Fuck! I don't understand this fucking game. Why does my ult just not go through anymore? It's bugged, man.
And look how bad he is. Like, literally, he is just sitting there screaming, and like, he literally looks homicidal here. I'm not gonna lie. Like, look at that man. That is a depressed, mad man right there. Like, and mad as in crazy, because like, he got insane that he didn't press ult in time. It's literally his own fault, and this is just an example of how mad and upset he will get when it's his own fault. The game's not glitching, and he won't take responsibility when his coaching was built around responsibility in the past. So, yeah, Neace, you really do need to take responsibility for not pressing your ult on time. You do this all the time. Just press it a little bit earlier. Yeah, you're just misplaying, bro, and you're kind of throwing the game for your team a little bit. Okay, but getting into the video, Neace has a lot of things to say, and obviously the game is called Korea is the most impressive low IQ players, and this is him saying some almost racist sounding things to Koreans, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. And like, he really wants them to do Baron here, I guess. Cho'Gath is down bot, so they can't do it.
God, this is so wild.
I don't even know why he's pinging it. Like, Cho'Gath this bot, like, they can't do it, unfortunately. But look, he's saying, Koreans. Like, I say, why doesn't he just say, League players? Can they count, he just said. Referring to Koreans.
Isn't there like a race joke with math or something in here?
Isn't there a race joke with math or something in here? So obviously Neace is, like, being super insensitive and a little bit insulting, grouping them all together as Koreans and not as League players, or like, usually people will say like, oh my god, these dweebs or something, or these like losers. You don't say these Koreans. Like, you wouldn't go to like America and say, oh my god, Americans. Like, that's why it feels a little bit wrong that Neace is saying this to me, but you can let me know about your thoughts down below. And I mean, yeah, obviously saying their race joke, it kind of shows what he's thinking here. He likes to make jokes at their expense, I guess.
They don't understand. The game is won through the objectives. Like, it's not won through helping a Trendemir.
I mean, they're trying, and their team's actually doing pretty good. As you can see up here, his team's only down 1 kill, excluding him. And this game, at the very beginning, Neace got a double kill, level like 1. From an invade, and so he goes 8/10 after that. It's a little bit underperforming when you got such a big lead to go 8/10. And yeah, people in the comments are agreeing with me on that. And look, people are saying stuff like, no cap, you threw this game hard, okay? And people are agreeing. And then obviously there's some Neace fans saying, oh my god, and this guy is even admitting that he ran it down and Chain died. Like, this guy is saying, yeah, he played amazingly early game, which I mean is debatable, but yeah, fine. And then he just ran it down. Okay, and that's the fact. Like, Neace kind of ran it down, and for him to post a video insulting a whole like group / race of people when he kind of entered this game, he played pretty mediocrely, and says some almost racist stuff. It's pretty hilarious. And yeah, look, Neace literally started this game 2/0 and then finished 8/11. Yet his team is the low IQ ones. Like, how do you go 11 deaths? That's like an insane amount. Okay. I mean, then obviously there's some copers and stuff, but they're getting ratioed, of course. Yeah. And I mean, like, look at these comments. Like, no one is supporting Neace here. Everyone's just like saying that he's really dumb and making mistakes. And obviously that makes sense. Like, he is making mistakes and he's being really insulting. Like, it's not okay for you to say this stuff, Neace. And like, I mean, there's numerous examples of Neace being toxic throughout the game, but like an example of this is when his Nautilus tries to help him and he insults him. And this isn't even the worst one. Like, he's screaming and like shouting and stuff, but this just shows whenever someone makes a mistake, he says Korean League of Legends, and I don't know, like, this just feels wrong to me. I've said this before, but it doesn't feel right for him to just be saying Korean League of Legends. He could just be saying like, oh, this is like bad mental League of Legends, or this is like loser League of Legends, or whatever. Like, but Korean League of Legends, I don't know that. I think people like this play like this all the time, and this Nautilus didn't even make that bad at play. But let's hear what he says.
Korean League of Legends.
Yep. When a Nautilus tried to help him and ended up dying, Neace says that, and like Neace literally just died earlier solo. So it's a little bit interesting that Neace can say this kind of thing to people when he's making these same mistakes. And look, it's not like this is anything new. Neace saying Koreans are inters, like 50 minutes of molding at Korean inters. He sees Koreans as inters, and he literally uploaded a video on, this is on Chill Neace too. I guess, did he change Angry Neace back to Chill Neace? Whatever. I don't really care, but it's him literally just getting mad at Koreans. Like, Neace literally supports this idea that Koreans are inters, and he's getting mad at them. Like, come on now. Like he's literally just going out of his way to flame them, and usually you'd see people like dislike Neace making videos like this, but he made it himself. And like, I don't know, it's pretty crazy to me. Okay, and this is an example of Neace being kind of flaming and like insulting people a lot. He says, this is on his old account. It's kind of old. It's not that old, but this just shows how pervasive it is. I showed one 3 months ago. This one's like almost a couple months ago. So this is just showing he does it now. He did it in the past, and he'll continue to do it. And it needs to go checked, in my opinion. So here's what he says: imagine losing to Shaco Top as a Korean with 9 milliseconds, and your video games are your life. So obviously that's a little bit insulting to them and their culture, saying that video games are their life. And then he says, can Koreans count? And as I just showed in an earlier video, the video that he just uploaded, he literally says the same thing, insulting their intelligence, insulting a whole race's intelligence. Sounds a little bit racist to me. Imagine if you were to say, can black people count? Oh, are black people not smart enough to count? Like, that's a little bit racist to me, and especially when he added on, like, isn't there some kind of math joke that can be made around this? But let me know what you think about this, and Neace is coping with their Trendimer ult, and Neace just insulting Korean people. But yeah, see y'all in the next video.